Yeah, good afternoon, guys. Today we will discuss about the module 19, that is pseudo classes. So as I earlier we have discussed about the pseudo elements, right? It is same as the pseudo classes. It will consider like it will change the any CSS styling. So we have some of the states. So here we have the active, checked. This will be said as a states in a CSS way. So initially we have this normal state, like if we initialize any paragraph or anchor tags or anything, it will be in the state like we have the color of, like let's say we have the anchor color of blue color. Initially for default we have the blue color, right? So when active we can change the state of the color. So it will change the CSS according to this our selectors with the elements which we are giving. So let's see the let's see different types of CSS classes. See here we can see pseudo classes in CSS allows you to style elements based on their state or position in the document. So the state means we can say, like here we can see our class. It is a pseudo class here, not the pseudo element. So pseudo class will be like initialized using only the single colon here. Here we can see with the single colon, we can initialize the pseudo class here. So on hover, we can change the state of the, like here we can see it has been changing the background color. Initially, the background color will be white. So while I am hovering this button tag, so it will change the background color here to this hexadecimal. This will be our blue color, white splash color. And as well as it is changing the color to like normal text color to white. So let's see that in the code for now. So most likely we will use the hover pseudo class. Most likely we will use our classes. So we have the anchor tags, right? For anchor tags, we have four different types of pseudo classes. So let's see that here. So this is pseudo classes, right? Let's take the division and the class of like contain. Let's do the styling. So initially, sorry. So initially I will declare this state here. I can say width of like 100 pixel or height of like 150 pixel or anything we can take. So let's take the background color initially black here. See, we have this container, right? So with the help of our class, hovering means while the cursor in like the mouse cursor, right? While we are hovering on the element, we can change the state of this division tag. So let's see that. Container tag, only single colon we will use. See, we have the hover element class right here, pseudo class. So I will change the background color to like any this color, any color we can take. So while see, let's see the difference here. While I am hovering, it is changing the state. Not only the background color, we can change the height and width as well. Whatever the elements which we are given in the initial state, right? We can change those elements. So let's say I need a reverse of that. I need the width of 200 and a height of 100 pixel. See, while I am hovering, it will change the state itself. So while in the state of normal state, it will be as a height of 150 and a width of 100. While I am hovering on this, it has been changed to width to 200 pixel and height to 100 pixel. So we can change the states. Though this hover operation will be very useful in CSS styling. So in future classes, we have the transitioning and keyframes. So that basically animates the things. So I will animate something here on hovering. So we have the transition value. So I will just write the syntax. So in future, we can see this in depth. See, we have changed the background color to smooth transitioning. And as well, if I include the height and width as well, uh, let's say, in the transitioning of a height and width as well. It will smooth that, it will smooth in the transitioning, like changing the state from like normal state to hovering state, right? It will change here. So I am just smoothing, like giving an animation like feeling in the website. See, while I'm hovering, it has been somewhat smooth here. See, it has been changing the color as well as the window sizes. With the hovering pseudo class, we will change a different element states. So basically, we will use most timely we will use the hover options. So basically, so if I say let's take our web page here, we can see in the normal state I am having a cursor, normal cursor, and while I am hovering this, the cursor has been changing here, right? So we can do this. Here we can see in the normal stage. In normal stage, it is the color of like a background white color. While I am hovering it, it has been giving some light color, light blue color of hovering effect. You guys cannot see, right? Okay. We can change that as well. So if I say, uh, let's clear this. Let's create a button type styling. Like we have here, we have this button type styling, right? Let's create that. Let's say it's PX. Let's change the background color. View the border. I'm just creating a button like styling here. And as well as we can give the border radius. Yeah, it looks like as a button right here. And let's include the text. The size of it. It's medium. Uh, uh, text text align to center. I will text this center alignment. So we have a button like feature. So while I want to change the cursor here. So while I am hovering this, I want to change this cursor. So we have the cursor property. See here, we can see cursor here, right? So we can set this to any value here up until this weight value. So we can change like any styling. So basically we will use pointer as a, while I'm hovering, we can change this to pointer value. So pointer will change the like our cursor here. See, initially in normal state, it is like normal cursor button. So while I am hovering on this, we can change the cursor pointer as well. So you guys can try like give the cursor and as well as try all these stylings here. Different stylings. We have help. So while I am hovering, we can see the question mark here. Uh, like left side, like right side of the bottom, we can see the question mark here. Only it works while I'm hovering. See, we can see, right? The small question mark. So we have different types here. We can say like move or help, no drop. We can select anything. See, it has been changed in the cursor. So it says move. So basically we will use this cursor as to move the element, right? So without any CSS like JavaScript or anything, we cannot move this. Only we can change the appearance of a cursor with the help of this cursor property. So and one more thing, we have, I told you we have four properties, right, for this anchor tag. So I will take href2. So let's go to Google. Oh, this will take us to Google. See, initially we can see this is the initial values of an anchor tag, as you guys know. The background color as well as this underline and not a background color. The color of the text will be blue and we have the underline here, right? So we can change that. We can change in the normal way as well. So with the anchor tag, I can say text decoration. I will say to none. So the text decoration has been cleared. And I need color black here, not the original blue color. See, initially on hovering, the anchor tag has an cursor pointer, right? This is a default value while hovering the anchor tag. The cursor will be like here pointer itself. Now, this will not work in all the elements, so it will work in the anchor tag elements right here. For images also it will work. So this is a one way to like remove the decorations or we can give the color or background color anything. We have like another way. The basically we need to use in this way itself. We have the link tag. Let's show you the four CSS pseudo classes here. So we have the hover as well. Hover will be considered this as well. And we have active pseudo class and visited. So these all have. Yeah, visited. Okay. See, these four all the anchor tags pseudo classes. So this is a not an anchor tag pseudo class, but it is considered as an anchor tag pseudo class. Most likely these three will be anchor tag pseudo classes. So this link tag. So initially, like here we can see, initially this is the case, right? This is considered as a pseudo class as a link. So with the help of the link, we can change this. See, we can change this as well. So while I'm clicking on this, let me do one thing. Do you guys know the attribute? If I click the value, that will this window, like the Google window, will open on the next tab. మనం ఇది గూగుల్ క్లిక్ చేయగానే ఇదే ట్యాబ్ లో ఓపెన్ అవుతుంది ఇప్పుడు. ఇది రీడైరెక్ట్ అవుతుంది కదా. సో ఇట్లా కాకుండా నాకు వేరే ట్యాబ్ లో ఓపెన్ కావాలి. దానికి ఒక ట్యాగ్ ఉంది. టార్గెట్ ట్యాగ్. అవును కదా, ఓకే ఓకే, సర్వర్లో ఓపెన్ అవుతుంది, జస్ట్ ఓపెన్ అవుతుంది అనుకుందాం. We have the target blank parent self on top. So what is the value here that will open in the different tab? What is the value I need to use here? Blank. So blank tab will you like it will open. It will open in the new tab, right? So if I see I have this color. Initially I have the black color. I have given the black color here, right? This black color. So it has been changed to purple color. This is a state. So it has been changed to black to purple, right? This is a state that considered as a visited. So this is already visited. This page, this link has already visited. We have opened this link. So we can change this as well with the help of visitor tag, like visited pseudo class. Without the help of a visited pseudo class, we cannot change. Initially, the color will be purple color. We can change to like any color here. We can see it has been already visited. So if I refresh this, so even though if I refresh, it has said it has been like visited to the google.com. So only I need to like define the another value here. So with the color like pseudo element visited, we can change here. Not only the background color, we can change the background color, or we can change the like font size or any typography elements like properties. We have the typography properties, right? We can change. This is a visited state. If we see, if I hold on this left click button, one second. So while active means while this is processing, like while I'm clicking this, I can change this state as well. So here I will say the server, right? It is right, it's not working. The active class, basically I can say that active class, like while this is active, so it will change the this color here. So we are running in an like server, right? So that is why it is not showing the results, I think. So let me do it manually. Classes. Here, here on visiting, like I am holding this left click button. So while I am visiting this, it has changed this color, right, to orange. So I have given this orange color here. On active, with the active pseudo class, we can change while this is on active. So on blink second, we can see that it is an active, right? See, orange color is popping and it is here we can see on selection as well. We can see that it is an active link. So it is changing its color. We can change using like we have these three elements here. Active, link, visited. These three will be the only especially to the anchor class itself. So with only anchor class, we have link, active and visited. We can only CSS styling using only this anchor tag. We cannot use the CSS pseudo classes on any other elements. So let's see different types. So we have, so as I told you, we have active. Like let's see this first child, or we have these pseudo selectors like pseudo classes. We have this first child, nth child. We can change the value here basically. So let's see. Let's create. I have created some another list. with the list items here. So let's see what is li like the first child or the nth child and or remaining the pseudo classes here. So I will select all the list items here. See, here we can see we have the first child, first of type. We can see these three. Let's take the first child here. So I can change this first child CSS sample. Here we can see UL has an LI item, right? So this is a child here. This is the first child. So I want to change this to like any background color. Yeah. Let's. I will run it in live. See here, we can see it has changed the first child here. And also we have last child as well. We can change the CSS like we have these list items, right? We can change this last item as well. Like we can change the CSS styling using the pseudo class of a last element. It will change the last child of an CSS styling here. We can see that it has been applied here. So and as well as we have the first child first of type here. Right. I think we can give like odd or even. It's not the case. Nth child, I think. Yeah, we have the nth child. We can select the any like here we have 10 LI items, right? I need to change the only fifth sample. So I can say fifth element here. So 1 second. Here we can say with the help of this, we can change this. Or we can say that I need only odd items to be selected here. See, I have selected the odd items like 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 9. If I give the even, it will select 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. See, with the even, I can select this. I have the last nth child as well, I think. Yeah, nth last child. See here we can see nth last child will select from the bottom, not from the top. So it is saying that last children, from the last children, I need to select the first element, which is on the last of this UL tag. We have the 10 elements, right? I need the last child, but that comes on the first one. So if I change this to second, it will select the from last to second value. So I can give like odd numbers as well or even. So basically we have this function here. We can write these values here. So if I say 3n, so it will select every third value here. So initially it will select the second value and then it will go to like this is the first, second, and it will select the third value from this element. So it will select every third value. So what if I want to start from this sample one? So I just want to just like add the first value. Like the plus one will say you need to start from the sample like the first child. So it will now select one like the next third element like this second, this third, and it will select the third element here. See, we can see that. Or we have the different types of functions we can write here. See, here we have just an overview. These are considered as an list items like 1 to 10. So the first child will select the child 1. So nth child 3 means it will select the third child. So nth child 3 plus 1. So here from third onwards, it will select every value. So from third onwards, we can see it will select the, one second. I have given the last child, right? See here, we can see from the third value, from the third child, it has selected all the childs and has done the CSS which we are referring here. So if I change this to like any color, so this will change here. So and as well as 3n, 3n will select every third element here. So initially it will select the second element, I believe. Second and then fifth, ninth as well. Every third element from the second. So if I want to select from the first element, I need to give 3n plus 1. We can give the negative values as well. The negative values will taken from this side of this element. So we can as well see odd, even, or last child, or last nth child. So last nth child, yeah. Come on. 1 minute, guys. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. See, we can see that here we have the nth child of a braces. So every value will be taken here as well, but it will consider from the last child element. From the last child element, it will be considered because it says here last child from the nth element. So nth element means here we need to give the n value here. That's it. So we have the visitor tag as well. So let's see some of these like different tags here. Let's say, let's see that these and all are pseudo elements. So here we can see active any link. So any link is a like upgraded version of an our link property, link CSS class, right? So we have the link CSS class. This is an any link is an upgraded property. Any link will select all the anchor tags here. We can change this as well. We have the blank, we have checked. We have the type input type checked, right? Checkbox. So for that purposes, we can use this checked CSS. We can change the background of that box, right? We can change the background of that box or increase that checked box size. Or we can see that there are many CSS classes here. We will not use most likely any of them. Here we can see like full screen value, see hover in range or not. We have the last child of like link here, nth child. See, we have the placeholder shown as well. Most likely we will not use these properties. We will only use these anchor tag pseudo classes like link visited and what is that one more thing? Yeah, active. So this we will use in the anchor tags and as well as we will use most likely we will use the our pseudo class here. And here we have like most of the read only, write only properties. We have the for input type text, we have the attribute like yeah, read only or read write or write only. We have these file properties like in input, we don't have input, right? Let's create an input tag here. Let's say text here. Mhm. We have here required read only. If I say read only, box. Here I cannot enter, even though I am typing here, I cannot enter any value. If I say like we have the attribute here, read only, or we have the, I think, write only property here. Now we have the required property. I think a read write property we have. I think read write property will accept for both the reading the values and as well as writing the values as well. So these attributes will be used in JavaScript. I can say that I have a tag. So for we have the our roll number, right? We have the initial value as a T, right? So I will say that I will here I can say T. The value will be T initially. So we can enter the rest of this any cases like 0, 0, 1, 2, 3. We can enter the rest of the cases manually. So in that case, I will consider this T as read-only element. So we cannot like if I say, oh, 1 second, I have given the read only. So we have this ID value. So initially I can say that I will write a JavaScript programming as T as an read-only property. So that if we give the backslash, so it will not accidentally delete this T property here. So we can say the read-only property we can use in the JavaScript for some cases here. Not only the uh, roll number case here, we can do according to the requirement of a client while we are doing projects. We will have some input value here that is a default value, but it will add the extra value of the input user. So in that case, we will initially consider this as an read-only element. In the JavaScript, we can define, right? We can define this only the read-only element, or we can append this, or we can append this to this extra element which the user has been given. So, and what are these? We have most likely we will use only the material provides here. So most likely the first case we can use the CSS like pseudo elements to change the state of an element. Like while I'm hovering or while I'm visiting the link, like while the link is an active mode, while after the visiting, like after visiting the link, I need to change something like the person should know that I have visited the like any Google or any WhatsApp, Facebook, any link. So it will, we can change visually, we can represent. So after visiting, the color should be initial value will be purple. We can change to any different value here. So do you have any doubts on this position, guys? The pseudo classes module. Online people, do you have any doubts on the pseudo classes or pseudo elements?
No, sir.
All right. We just need to practice those pseudo classes and elements. Practice on every tag, guys, not only the division tag or anchor tag or the li items or nothing. You can take like the nth child for the we have a division class and we have multiple paragraphs, like we are writing a book. If we are writing a book, we need a multiple paragraphs, right? So let's try that. We can generate like sample code here with the help of an emit abbreviations. So if I create a tag and type lorem, so with the help of lorem, it will give only one line of sample text. Or I can say I need 25 lines. I need to increase this. Like with the multiplication, I need a 25 lines of sample text that will look like as a paragraph. So here we can see Here we can see I have given the like some lines, like not the I think 25 lines. It has given some of the lines. It looks like as a paragraph. So with the help of a sample data also, you can change the we can get the sample values and try for the not only the li elements, the nth child and nth value, and also you can combine like anything. Like here I have a hover class, right? I can combine with any after class or before class or marker class. I can change it to like I can select any element, but the pseudo classes should be on first on the left side, and after only we need to select the pseudo elements here. First we need to select the pseudo classes, and then we need to select the pseudo elements. If we like I can if I select this if I select the like this will not execute. So the proper order is first we need to select the pseudo class element. After that we can change this to any elements like pseudo elements here, and we can combine it with a we can combine it with a like our selectors, right? We can select using not only the class selector. We can select using ID, or we have this. What is it? Placeholder, right? We can select this attribute value. I can say I have the placeholder value here. This is a placeholder selection using attribute selection. So I say I can say that placeholder. So I can select in this way as well. So use not you just don't try to use only the class elements. Try to use different elements like selectors. Use the tag selector or the like here attribute selector. We can ID selector, right? We can select anything. So try it within a different ways here. So I will try to find some tasks and I will add this task to these modules.